Hey everyone, it's Yvonne Emilia Lisondo again. I want to take a few moments to answer a question, comment and question, um, about the astrology. I've been asked lately, why are you being such a negative Nancy, such a downer when it comes to the astrology, and is it really that bad? Well, let me start off by saying that I have been practicing astrology since I was 18 years old. I practice traditional, tropical, Western astrology, and I use whole sign houses in case you were interested. But astrology has been a consistent part of my entire life. I am now 50 years old, and so it's been with me quite a bit. I trust the astrology. I for, would like to consider myself a practiced astrologer. And I just really like to let people know about what's going on in the astrology so that they can have an idea on how to manage or maneuver through, some of the energy. I don't have a daily horoscope or a weekly horoscope or even a monthly horoscope. I usually just share what I feel are important events in the astrology that, again, will help you, make some decisions about, how you're going to maneuver through those particular time periods. So, to answer the question about why I'm being such a negative Nancy, please know that's not my intent, right? But 2020 is a really challenging year in the astrology. For years, astrologers have known that this year was going to be one of those for the record forever, or want to erase from the record forever, right? So, I my belief is that as your astrologer or as someone who's providing you information about the astrology, it's not my place to fluff it up, right? It's my place to give you the information as it is, but help you find different ways to maneuver through that energy, whether it's through suggestions, recommendations, working collectively, But if I fluff it up for you, if I make it look all really nice and pretty, when I don't think it's that nice and pretty of an energy, I don't care how much I try to make you feel good about it, the potentiality of the energy playing out in your life, even the more difficult potentiality, is probably going to happen, right? So then you come back to me and say, you didn't tell me this was going to happen. So I would much rather be very direct in what I'm presenting as far as the astrology is concerned, but I also want to work with you and give you some suggestions about how to maneuver it, right? So for example, if we see like the bus is coming down the road and I'm standing in the middle of the road and I'm thinking, yeah, do I want to move or should I stay here and just let the bus run me over? Well, same thing with astrology. If we know some challenging times are coming, right, what do we want to do? Do we want to stay in the middle of the road and get run over? Or do we want to make plans and take a look at the different things that we can do so that the bus doesn't run us over? And we can also take people with us and get them out of the way as well. That's astrology for you. That's my perspective of astrology, right? So no, the astrology is not always this bad, right? Last year we had Jupiter in Sagittarius. Oh my God, so many great things were happening. There were so many times that you could, use that energy. Jupiter's expansion, its growth, its fortune, right? It's like go big or go home, right? And in Sagittarius, it's at home. So it's like super strong in Sagittarius, okay? So a lot of people were starting businesses. They found their finances were increasing. Their relationships were doing really great. It was like knowledge and wisdom just kind of coming all over the place, right? But now Jupiter's moved into Capricorn. And in Capricorn, that's kind of like a buzzkill, right? Capricorn's about work. Not Sagittarius is about what's over there and how can I accomplish it. And Capricorn's about let's do this right now. What do I have to use to be able to create what I need to? It's very concrete, kind of like cement. I'm a Capricorn Sun, Capricorn Moon, Capricorn Venus, Capricorn Mercury, Capricorn Midheaven. So trust me, I know Capricorn. And sometimes Capricorn can feel like that cement block. Doesn't necessarily, it's not fluid. It's very concrete. So Jupiter a planet of growth and expansion is not going to do very well in Capricorn, because Capricorn energy is not about growth. It's about what can we produce and what can we build. Very different energy. We also have Pluto in Capricorn. Pluto intensifies, magnifies exponentially, or microscopically. So it's either really big, intensifies, or it's really small, intensifies. So Pluto is, again, in Capricorn, right? We're going to have this focus on hierarchy, and Pluto transforms. It's a planet that comes in and breaks things down. So as we can tell, the planet right now is transforming. It's breaking down the hierarchy politically, economically, socially. It's breaking all of that down. We also had Saturn in Capricorn, right? And I did a previous post on this. Saturn in Capricorn. Saturn's at home in Capricorn and Aquarius. Okay. It's like, yeah, baby, we're good. We're going to get things done. We're going to work. So Saturn is super strong. Saturn is considered a malefic, right? It's the planet that creates boundaries. It's the timekeeper. Things move very slowly when Saturn is around. And in Capricorn, it's very, very strong. So you take those three, planets individually, and then you bring them together, and we've got a hodgepodge of Capricorn energy that it's intensifying. It's, Jupiter's not very lucky in this. It's working its opposite magic. It's expanding, but not in a really harmonious way. And then we have Saturn saying, yes, we've got this, right? We can build and create walls, and look at what's going on globally, okay? And then we have Mars tracking through that same place, which we did, a little while ago. Mars is in Aries now, but a few months ago, it was tracking through that same place. So it was agitating and inflaming everything, right? This is around the time when we started to get the pandemic, and then we got the second wave of the pandemic, in May. And so all of this is happening right now, right? And then the moon every month transits or goes through those points, and it agitates that. So it's a constant flaring up of this energy. All right, so what does that mean? Well, 2020 is a challenging year. I'm not going to lie to you, but it does get better, okay? And in March of 2021, we do start to see some more, as the planets start to separate and they start to do their own thing, there's going to be more availability of this, refreshing energy. Not refreshing like sunflowers and woohoo, but at least it gives us a break for some time, right? So this is what we are dealing with. We can decide to take a look at this energy. Like Mars is Mars is in Aries, right? Went into Aries a few days ago. It's going to be there for 6 months. It's going to move through Aries. It's going to slow down, stop, and then it's going to retrograde all the way back, and then it's going to go forward all the way, forward. Okay, so that's 6 months of Mars in Aries. Yeah, that could be very harsh, very abrasive, very heated energy. Aries is warlike. Mars is Aries. They're the same god, but different, Greek, Roman, right? So they represent the same thing: separation, action, movement, physical movement, okay, amongst other things. So how are you going to use that energy? Well, for yourself individually, you could use it to start new projects. You could use it to energize, yourself, your relationship. Take that passion, take that heated energy and transform it and use it in, in positive ways, okay? But it could also mean that you should be prepared for circumstances around you to maybe be more heated, maybe when you have interactions with people. I mean, look at what's going on already. We are so divided. That is Saturn and that is Mars, the two malefic planets, the two planets that create, they can create amazing energy if you harness them correctly, but they can also create a lot of trouble if we let them go wacky. And sometimes we don't have any control over it. All we can do is manage what the energy brings. And finally, I just want to remind everybody, astrology is just the potentiality of patterns that can exhibit or be expressed throughout your life, collectively and individually. That's all it is. All right, well, Negative Nancy here is out. Anyhow, if you want to learn more about astrology and how it pertains to you individually, please visit Spiritual Essence. I did it again. Spiritual-essence.com. There's a hyphen. Spiritual-essence.com for your own birth chart reading. All right, if you have any questions, reach out. All right, everyone, blessed be and stay safe.